Hey you guys, back with another video. This is gonna be a nice Christmas inspired halo, and I listed all of the products that I used in the actual video this time instead of putting it in the description box. That way you can follow along as I go. So let me know what you think of the look. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the end. So starting off, I'm just grabbing that red from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and then I'm going in with that same red and a burgundy from the Morphe 35C palette just to intensify that red in my crease slash transition before I go in to cut my lid for the halo. So once I build up a good enough base, I'm going to go in and take my flat Wet n Wild concealer brush and the LA Girl concealer in natural, and I'm just going to carve out where I want my halo to be. I'm making it kind of wide, not really, because when we go in and blend out the edges, we still want some space. So that's all you see me doing right now, is just carving out my the spot for my halo. So now I'm taking that kind of white shade from the Juvia's Place Magic palette, and I'm going to use that to set the concealer on my eye, as well as use it as a base for when I lay down my glitter and blend it out with that green on the corners. And the green shade that I'm using is from the Morphe 35C palette. They unfortunately don't make this palette anymore, but any kind of like forest green will work. So I'm just taking that on a small pointed kind of blending brush, and I'm just blending out the edges where I just laid down that white shadow. So once I make sure that's done, I'm going to add my BH Cosmetics Base Booster so that I can get my glitters to stick on nice and evenly. And the glitter I'm using is from NYX. It is their white glitter. It has like a green iridescent look to it, which is why I love it so much. And I thought it just went perfect with this look. Then I'm going to take my NYC liner in jet black and just create a nice kind of thick line on my lid. We're not doing a wing, we're just lining it so that when we lay down our lashes, everything kind of blends seamlessly. I'm then prepping my face with the e.l.f. Mist and Set, and then I'm going in with my primers. I'm using the Black Radiance True Complexion Primer and the NYX Studio Perfect Primer. This is my new favorite priming combo because I like the smoothness of the NYX primer, and you all know that the Black Radiance Primer is like my ride or die. You should know by now, messing with me, that this is my foundation routine. It has not changed. I am looking at wanting to try the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundations, but until then, it's Maybelline till I die. So you all know this is just my regular foundation routine. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundations in the shade 240, 228, and 334, and I'm gonna mix those together to get my perfect shade. And yeah, you know, this is really all I've been using. If I do my makeup at all, I know y'all not gonna believe me, but I have barely even been wearing makeup. It took me so long to pick up a brush. Like, I've been wanting to do looks, but I just didn't feel it. Like, I just, you know, I don't know how to even describe it. I think I was having artist block or something, but anyway, we back now, so that's all that matters. So we're just going to keep blending and making sure this foundation is pushed into our skin and evenly distributed. And one thing I noticed when I was going through this video is I should have color corrected. You all know my forehead is darker than the rest of my face, but I have these green spots on my forehead too that kind of make it so dark. And I noticed that I can still see it, so I'm just going to have to go in and color correct it from now on. I'm highlighting my face using the LA Girl concealer in natural mixed with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 228, and I'm going in the usual spots under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my chin, all that jazz. And then I'm going to blend it out. I am actually going to be cream contouring though, so we're going to blend out our cream contour before we blend out our highlight, and you'll see why when I get to it. So like I said, we will be cream contouring, and I am using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 360 Mocha. And I know y'all get so tired of hearing me say Maybelline Fit Me, but I honestly really truly love their products. Their whole line is like everything to me. And yeah, that's what I'm using to contour with. I'm spraying my brush with my e.l.f. Mist Set before I go in. And like I said, I was going to blend my contour first. Now the reason that I'm blending my contour first is because I'm more light than dark. So once I go back in and blend my highlights, it'll blend into my contour, and it'll even out that level of warmth on my face before I go in and, you know, contour with the powder. That way I have my base color kind of back. I'm closer to my base color than I am my contour. We don't want to look muddy. We want to look like we're supposed to look. And so you guys, it was really actually hard to blend out my highlight this time because my camera wanted to act stupid and it would let me record, and I had to sit for like 20 minutes before I could even go into applying my contour because I didn't want to not have it on camera. So by the time I got down to blending out my highlight, it was basically dry. So we just thank God that we got the end result that we got, because it could have been way worse. And of course, to blend everything together even more, we're going to go over our face with our foundation brush just to bring all the colors together. Lately, I've been favoring the Black Radiance loose powder in Banana to set my face. It's just such a lightweight, fine powder. I love it. I get no flashback, and even with it being a very light yellow shade, I think because it's so fine, I can get away with using it on darker skin tones as well. I'm in love with this powder. As usual, I'm going in with my Black Radiance palette to deepen my contour and set my contour. I'm just using the bronzing shade in that palette this time. Normally I tap into the bronzing shade and the contour shade, but because I went in and cream contoured with a darker shade, I'm just bronzing and setting really. So this is the step that really kind of brings my face together to me, in my opinion. Bronzing just warms my face up. It brings the color back to me. I think with me being so light, it just really helps everything kind of make sense again. I'm taking that same kind of forest green from the Morphe 35C palette, and I'm just going to smoke out my bottom lash line. And that's all we're going to do down there. I'm going to pop on some mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and then the eyes are done. Now taking my Ruby Kisses face powder in Golden Honey, and I'm going to dust away all that powder as well as blend my face all together. We've got all these different shades, and now we just need to bring everything together with our face powder. I'm going to spray my face with my e.l.f. Mist Set and just tap that in to get rid of all of the excess powder before I move on to blush and lashes. So I'm using the Juvia's Place Blush Palette Volume 2 for blush, and then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petals just to give me a little bit of glow before I go in and pop on my lashes, fill in my lips, and finish the look. I will leave the link to the hair and lashes that I'm wearing in this video in the description box. These lashes are from my lash line. This is the style Beauty Queen. And then my hair is a custom wig that I made. I use my Brazilian loose wave in the lengths 22, 24, 24, 24 with a 20-inch closure. And this is, like I said, the Brazilian loose wave. So everything is on my site. I'm also having a Christmas sale. Buy 3 bundles, get a free bundle or closure. And I make wigs, so I'll leave all the details to that in the description box in case you're interested. So once I line my lips with this Nicki K lip pencil, I'm going to fill them in with my MAC Retro Matte Lippy in the shade Feel So Grand. And I'm in love with the MAC Retro Mattes because it's such a comfortable liquid lippy. And I don't experience any transfer with it either. It's really like my favorite liquid lipstick. I'm a fan of the ColourPop ones too, but it's just something about this one, honestly. I'm gonna set my face with the Mirror On face setting spray, and once I do that, I am done, you guys. It feels so good to be back. I'm really happy. I kind of feel like myself again, and I'm just happy that all of you guys have been sticking with me still. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.